What is up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody that is tapped in our solo community. If you guys are new, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. I would appreciate that 110%. And just to give you a recap on what is going on, two trades I called out. One is being, of course, US oil per usual. Nothing all changes, always going hard and killing and smashing that. So currently waiting on TP1 to smash. Yeah, did we call out a trade yesterday? There was no trade called out yesterday. However, yesterday was a good day of setups for oil, and that is pretty much that. Also, US30, there is a trade going for US30. Actually, there's still opportunity to sell US30 just because we still haven't fully moved yet. So that being said, I'm letting you know I'm currently in Ay, ay, ay. Good morning. See US oil. I gotta see where I'm doing that. What's going on, Neil? How you feeling? What's going on, Jacob? What's going on, Sway? How y'all feeling? What's going on, Mikes? All right, so like I told you guys, it's two active trades going on right now. For me, US oil and US30. That's pretty much what I got going on. Other than that, we're pretty much playing once again the patient game, which is not my favorite, but obviously this is the only way you will become great at what you do. Is patience is everything. And I know a lot of us don't have that, and this is why 90% of traders fail in trading and never wants to succeed or just quit. But other than that, let me do one quick thing here. Let me see. Demo trade locker. I want to show you guys something on trade locker. If I can get this to come up, right? US oil, US30. Okay. So yeah, I'm in a US30 on doing a challenge on Funder Pro. If you guys don't know what Funder Pro is, it is a prop firm that gives you unlimited trading days. So if you guys ever want to check that out, you definitely can. Link is in the description. You do get that 20% off if you use my code. But I'm currently riding this one on Trade Locker for US30. I didn't even get in an oil trade just because I didn't have time to get into it. It moved a little bit too quick. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So yeah, patience is everything. Just gotta wait them trades out and kind of see where we go from there. Gold, never. We're not touching gold. We don't touch gold. It's not in our vocabulary, especially today. Definitely not in our vocabulary. Yeah. Maybe US30 definitely might be the new gold, but for me, I make good money with have been making actually pretty good money with US30. So that definitely 100% replaces gold all day, every day. All day, every day. So like I said, so far 2 active trades is going on for me. I got 2 US trades, US oil and US30. US oil is close to get that TP1, still getting consolidation on 30, but I believe in 30 so much as far as volatility. So I'm not too worried about it consolidating. Even if it goes left, I still believe in the volatility will come. Eventually, just need to wait. Bro, remember last week my funded account was down 11 to 7. Final last day I made it back and closed the 2 weeks in the 4th leader board. Nice, brother. That is congrats to you. I hope you definitely take that money out when you can. That would be dope. Do I think oil will have a heavy drop soon and in the same trade as you're in right now? I don't see why we will be dropping, honestly. But like I said, we are testing a high. Every time we test a high, you never know. It's a 50-50. I don't care if you think or if you feel like 100% you never know. That's why I like to always take my TPs to the most recent high, especially if we get a pullback like this where we hit the extreme point. I love those. So yeah, guys, I'm about to close out this trade on my actual broker just because makes all sense just to do that. So I did close out the trade on my broker. Let's see if we can still let that hit that TP on TradingView. But we do got a winner. Yeah, stop loss at break even. Yeah, you about to go crazy. Oil close above the strong resistance line, now testing support. Let's see. Where is still waiting to see what's going on with this one here. 4 hour, we've been doing nothing but dropping and dropping and dropping. One thing that I'm noticing is that we're trying to really take out all of this liquidity down here, which is really cool. Yeah, I know about those, but I don't trade them. So yeah. You said I'm brave trading US30 before market opens. Do you trade US30? And if so, what time you trade it? So would you take a buy if one of your account cumulatives is your 200 EMA being above the candle? I mean, you asking me a question that I really don't know because I haven't back tested that method, so I can't really give you an actual answer on that. Just so you guys know, I'm only gonna be on here for maybe an hour, just because my kid, man, is about to graduate pre-K, I guess we could say it like that. And they have a parade today, so you know I'm definitely attending that. Okay, cool. So I started trading with you, but the market opened. Hey, Sway, I definitely will, man. Ooh, I think US30 just hit that stop loss. Yeah. Looks like we won one right now. Why does it not let me say everyone here? I don't understand it. Everyone. Something is wrong with Discord here. Have to see. All right, cool. So stop loss hit. I already know what it's about to do. It does this all the time. Around this time, this is where it hits that little stop loss. Maybe that stop loss should have been up a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it's gonna start now going in the direction. It's just a stop. This is basically a stop hunt. There's nothing to this. There's nothing that I would have had changed with this trade 100%. It's just a stop hunt. And sometimes this is why when I'm like trading live or something and I'm actually watching the market, I don't actually add my stop loss because of the simple fact that a lot of this does happen, especially in a lot of brokers. A lot of you guys don't even realize this. For me, I don't like to, if I'm physically watching the market, like when I'm going live, I don't do stop losses because of the simple fact like brokers, they can literally move liquidity providers. They can, hit you with a little something where it makes you feel like, hold on, so that does happen for sure. And that's why you guys never really see me with a stop loss when I'm trading live. But I do have a stop loss in my mind. Obviously, it's the trading view. So let's say the trade is still going up strong, and I'm seeing the strong candles. But when I get a wick like this, I instantly be like, yeah, I'm still in the trade. But if it's like a strong closing candle, that's when I'll exit that trade. Difference, guys. Big difference. For those that's always asking me, there's a big difference. Oh, we got news on oil. Nice. I didn't realize we had news today on oil. So, by the way, my trade is still active on Trade Locker for my funded account. It's still active on US30. Like I said, this is how I go about trading, but I am counting that as a L because realistically it is an L. Let's see. We have oil news in 56 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Just seeing how aggressive we already moving. That's pretty interesting to see what we could expect. We also have Feds speaking in 4 hours from now. Forgot about that. Other than that, everything else is pretty chill. But we do got a lot of crude oil news going on in the 55 minutes, guys. Sway, what hit a one-on-one, an oil trade? Or are you talking about 30? Oil or 30? Oh, got you. I'm actually just trying to wait for it to hit this trading view TP. Even though we all know pricing is super different, I'm pretty sure I already had hit majority of y'all TPs already with your broker. I'm actually trying to wait for it to hit the TP here. You said your trading psychology is very similar to Marcus Douglas. Can you explain that a little bit more? As far as what is his like psychology, I already know trading in the zone. I honestly didn't even read the full book yet, but I was listening to it. Am I still in the US30 trade? Yes, I am. Let me make sure nothing ain't going crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely still in the trade. I'm still in US30 just because that's how I like to trade, guys. So when I'm trading live, meaning I'm tap the screen. I never actually put in my stop loss just because of reactions like this happens all the time. Brokers have a little power. So this is why. TP, I'm gonna put this here too though. All right, cool. So yeah, that TP smash. I now will be. Let me see. Did it take me out this trade? Wow, it ain't even. I gotta close out of this one because it didn't even want to close me out. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm like I got like too many screens going on at once right now. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out myself. What's going on? Okay, cool. So we just smashed that TP on US oil. US30. I actually just got out of the trade overall, but I would like to see if we can get this to ride the TP2 as well. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, we're doing good today. We just smashed TP1 on oil. Just made 2K in my front of the account on the US30 sales. Nice. Remember, guys, always follow the trend. Regardless if it's a higher time frame, you definitely always want to make sure you follow that trend. Always make sure you follow that trend. The trend is your friend. I just realized now, I didn't even know you had posted a US30 trade as well. But yeah, TP1 smashed. TP1 smashed on both.
She got cheats, she got smiles, she got business on the side, she got treats for them guys.
Ride risk-free trade, guys.
Got cheats, got size, funny business on her mind. She's so pleased with her life.
Then TP2 smashed. Sorry, lied. TP1 smashed on US oil. Ride risk free. Trade to TP2. I love oil and 30, man. They always doing so good. You talk about trading being 100% experience, marathon, something similar to Mark Douglas. Talk about a lot more. Thanks to you, I started taking psychology more serious, and because of you, I found out Mark Douglas. 2 things. Nice, man. You know, I was actually tapped in from someone else telling me about trading. A lot of people actually been telling me to check out Trading in the Zone. And what I was getting at is, if I was to read Trading in the Zone earlier in my Forex career or trading career, I would have obviously tried to implement it, but it probably wouldn't even click to me until maybe years and years of me losing money and not being profitable and doing a lot of, having a lot of sacrifices financial wise and trading. So now that I actually tapped into the book, I think I was in like the first couple chapters. When just listening to him, it's just like, damn, this is everything I've been teaching myself and telling myself. And it's really dope that I can hear somebody else say exactly what I was telling myself without that information being brought into me. It's something that I self-taught myself is what I'm getting at. So the fact that I self-taught myself a lot of this psychology, and I'm hearing, a successful trader, Mark Douglas, is also preaching about it in his book, that just enlightened me even more. Like, what I'm doing, I'm in the right path, and I'm glad. Everything I was hearing him say is just like stuff I was literally saying to my students, you guys, to myself. I'm just like, wow, I'm glad I'm in the right path. And then that just goes right back to what I was saying earlier, is that trading is all psychology. And the crazy thing is, I know a lot of you guys are new to trading or probably still been trading for years, and you guys hear me say this all the time, but yet these are the same traders that would still try to figure out a strategy that works for them and think that strategy is it. Like, a lot of you guys know there's a lot of ICT strategies out there that's really successful, but you guys still lack in psychology, and that right there is what's going to make you feel like this strategy no longer works. You will see a good strategy for a good amount of time. You think now this is the best strategy because you've been profitable consistently for maybe a couple months, and then the other remaining months come and now it's just a shit blowing, and now you're like, oh, this strategy no longer works, let me go look for a new strategy and see what I can do. And then as you do that, you're now trying to basically reprogram your mind to tell you that, damn, this strategy right here is not working, but this new strategy here is working. All right, let me try this strategy. So now you start tapping into that strategy, and then all hell breaks loose, because now the old strategy, you kind of forgot it, or you're trying to mix it in with the new strategy, and now you're all over the place. Now you don't know what you're doing. Now you're blindsided, and now your mind just goes completely blank. So the thing to this whole concept of trading is to master your psychology. Once you have that, any strategy could work. You just want to find a strategy that everybody's trading, that everybody's making money from consistently. I give you guys my oil strategy all the time, and it's been the most consistent strategy since. But at the end of the day, that's not what's going to really make you successful. What's going to make you successful is, can you hold a trade out to TP1? Once it hits TP1, can you move that stop loss to break even if you're in another trade? Can you do that? A lot of you guys can't. Also, another thing a lot of you guys can't do is hold a trade when it's like 50% in the stop loss. Can you guys hold a trade when it's 50% in your stop loss? A lot of you guys can't. So a lot of you guys will exit out of a trade, leave the trade, and then now your account is down. But for me, I'm still holding the trade because my rule of thumb is just let it ride all the way through to my stop loss. Because a lot of times you guys seen when we were live, a lot of these trades were this close. Actually, you remember last week that US30 trade when we first started trading on Thursday? Last week, it literally was 2 points away from the stop loss, and it went all up in our profits, and I made over like $1,000 in that trade because I decided to stick through the trade. you know. And obviously, you guys know I don't have a stop loss when I'm actually trading live because of the prime example. This happens a lot where liquidity providers and the brokers and whatnot, they will do these little moves here and then go down. So I like to just exit out the trade when I get a closed candle above, right? I wish that was a section that you can select when you're like in Trade Locker or MetaTrader, whatever, where it'd be like stop loss only if it's a closed candle, you know. But obviously that's impossible, or maybe possible, but not gonna happen. Other than that, I give you, like I said, I give you guys my oil trade all the time. A lot of you guys know it, but you guys still don't follow through because it's all about your psychology. How you handle your psychology is key. Yes, holding a trade, definitely. That's the hardest part. Holding a trade to your all the way to hit your stop loss, or holding all the way to your TP. That's the most hardest part. I like to always take mine to you know, close to the trading view TP and exit out of it. But that's cool if you're doing that. But if you're like here, if you got in like right here and you see the market drop and you're like, I'm gonna get out, that's a problem. If you're doing that very easily, there's no telling what you're doing when that trade is 50% in out your favor. And then also for my other guys out, or girls and gents out there that's out trading, you also got the other side where you're over risking your account. So first and foremost, when your account gets into 30% drawdown from your stop loss, you already can't even hold that trade. And that right there is telling you, once again, you're not even perfecting what's important, really learning how to figure out what your risk management is based off your account size, your rules, your trading strategy, and then the pairs you want to trade. The times is very important, guys. I don't know if you guys know the reason why my US30 or my US oil trade is so phenomenal is because there's a specific time that I look for entries. There's a specific time I should be in a trade, and if I'm not, then there's a specific time I will know when we consolidate. I say this all the time in all my videos that I look for my setups at a specific time, and if I see it, guaranteeing almost is about to go in my favor. I have the highest win rate on my three-man standing strategy based off US oil. I obviously make the most money with US oil, and I preach this in every live stream. You guys ask me all the time, what's your strategy? You use this strategy, use this strategy. I don't use no strategy. I know I got my own strategy on especially oil. I literally figured out what I want to do, how I want to do, and when I want to do it. So what I'm getting at the end of the day is I haven't created a specific YouTube video on that. I do have some videos, if you guys watch it, where I give you little insights of it, but I mainly preach about that more in details in our boot camps and also in our courses, and I do also in my YouTube. But you guys really got to be tapped in with me though. You got to watch these videos, you know, and my live streams. I'm always talking about my strategy in my live streams too. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And we're getting to that TP2 real soon on 30. 30. I love it. Can't get mad at it. Like I said, even though for those that's jumping on here, you seeing low E, I thought it did. However, the way I trade is I literally, let's see, how can I put it? I would exit the trade out only if it was a hard closing candle above my stop loss. If I'm away from my computer, this unfortunately would have been a stop loss. I would have, took an L. Definitely I took an L. I got the cleaner and he mowing the lines right now. Let me just move this up a little bit just so y'all see what's going on. Honestly, bro, hold on. All right. Honestly, I didn't make that much on US30 on my funded account just because I took a small lot. I only did 0.10. Something I'll do on my personal account. So I didn't really make. I only did a 0.10 mini lot on US30. I didn't think I was gonna be able to hear all that, but I got my window all the way open. You think it's a good idea to start a 1K account and just follow your trades? I can't give you guarantees or anything, but I'm sure there's people here that can tell you if it's a good idea or not, just because, you know, be transparent. So yeah, let me put this winner on here. My daily risk is no more than 2%. You know, you got that 5% rule, guys. 5% daily drawdown. But on my personal account, I'm like going crazy with that. Like my numbers is extremely higher than what you say, than what you think. Like for real, for real. I just want y'all to see it. Look how accurate oil's been to us. Y'all remember when we called out a US30 trade and I said break even? This is that trade there. This was my first trade I took. I think, yeah, this was the first trade I took when I first started tapping into 30, which was last Thursday. We made money off that because it was a liquidity phase. And then I don't know if I called this trade out, but I took this trade. I can't remember if I called this one out. I took this one. I feel like we did. I don't know. This one, that was a winner. Friday, I took a little L. Didn't do too much movement. I don't know where we were at that time, but it was another trade I was hoping to call out. It just went. It was already like down here at the time. This would have been another opportunity that I was anxious to call out, but I missed out on it. I don't know what I was doing. Then we got this one where we just hit this final TP. And there you guys go. Beautiful trade. Yeah, them stop punts are crazy on US30, but it does way better than NASDAQ and especially gold. I'll trade this all over gold anytime, any day. I can't believe I was so... I don't want to speak too soon, but just based off how structured looks and how I've been seeing it, I just like how this one moves compared to NASDAQ. And in my opinion, it moves way better than gold. But that's how I trade, though. That's based off how I trade. I know a lot of people have been trading GU, and that's probably because of this ICT concept that I've been hearing about that a lot of y'all been using. We got news too at 9:30, so I want to know if we're gonna consolidate a bit and then maybe start picking back up around that time at like 9:15 ish. That's the idea. Oh, I got the secret sauce MA. No, I'm actually using an MA that you probably wouldn't even know why. It's 260. This is my first time me using moving averages in a long time. I'm actually trying to do something. I actually had got this because I was on my phone and I wanted to see something, but this moving average is actually justice. This is actually I read I think it was one of my swing traders, Fabian, actually told me about this moving average. He read something where they get real specifics on each moving average length, period length, and there was the one that's about like 2 something. So yeah, it's just a 260 moving average. It's nothing special. It's not a strategy I got with the moving average or anything like that. Like when it's below, I only sell. When it's above, I still do what I do. Honestly, sometimes I forget this moving average is here because I'm so used to no indicators at all. Absolutely, but I just have it here just to have it as another backup source. It's not a confirmation though. That's what I want y'all to understand, because I know a lot of us use indicators for confirmations. Y'all think I like to use it and I don't, but this is not a confirmation. Really, to say I only like to use this for direction, if that makes sense. That's really it. Not confirmation, but for direction. I feel like US30 might be dropping a little bit more than what it is now. Because US30 can move. Actually, hold on. I didn't even calculate it from this range, from here to here. Yeah, guys, we could be dropping more. Maybe I can get some more opportunity on this. Like, this is a 1, 2, 3, boom. This is an ABC pattern right here, and then boom. Yeah, but we got news, but I don't really see it being too much of an impact. Oh, you said 5 minutes. What news we have in 5 minutes? Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's actually crazy because my Forex books don't even show them news. And I use my Forex books because they have way more detail, but damn, they just missed out on that. I got you. They're pretty medium news too. Yeah, I believe that could affect it, especially on oil. I mean 30. But I'm not in no trade right now. There's nothing for me to trade right now with because we already hit the stop loss. We're already in a trend, and positive trend. By the way, guys, I need everybody here to do me a huge favor. Can we get these likes up? Let's get these likes up to 100 likes, y'all. Everybody that's tapped in, I need everybody here to get these likes up to 100 likes. 100 likes. You guys just seen we just smashed 2 TPs here. Let's get this up to 100 likes. And I might throw a little bit of sauce on this strategy on oil again. You need my US30 plan. I ain't really got it fully formed yet. We gotta get there. I ain't fully there yet with that one. GJ's been going sideways lately. But it's been so volatile, it's going sideways too. I like that. I love that. All right, we got some news supposed to hit, but let's see what it does. My next play of action for Dirty 30 is I need another pullback, but honestly, the problem with that is I feel like this is a thing for one. I mean, everybody's waiting on these pullbacks, but y'all don't be waiting on the actual range to complete yet. The range starts from here. However, we don't have a internal structure to form yet in order for me to tell you guys where the range had ended. And that's the problem. A lot of us start trading buys and start buying it here because we're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But if we look at the structure, maybe if we go on a 1 minute, this is where you will see that internal high right here. This is the internal high. So it's kind of like we need to break out of that first. But when we break out of that, that doesn't mean it's going up. That doesn't mean, oh, this is actually the overall trade that is going to start doing that. No, it's just telling you that, hey, we're temporarily going to be going up to maybe fill one of these gaps, one of these POIs, one of these, whatever concept you guys believe in. But once it taps into that, that's when we should see another drop to continue the trend. That is the way we should be really tapping into it when we're dealing with fundamentals of structure and price. Just because obviously that gives us the true bias of our answer. But once again, like I say, if you really want to master that and perfect that, you got to wait on these internal structures to form first before you sit here and say that, oh, we're done with this trend, guys. Because right now we're not done with this trend. It can still drop. It can still drop. The only way we will sit here and say that this is the range, this is how I figure out where to draw my Fibonacci points. Everyone's asking me, why do you draw it from here, or where do you draw it from here? How should I draw it? Simple. You can't draw it until you figure out the range. In order for you to figure out the range, you got to understand structure, basic structure. And that's basically what I'm getting at. So once we find that, like right here, this is our range. I will draw my fibs from here to here. Why is that? Because of the simple fact we took this low out, and then internally we took these highs out right in here. That was our first high. That was our first high. Not here, right there. Took the high. So I can draw my fibs from here to here. Wait on a pullback. It would have been nice to get a further pullback, but that never happened, and it went down. That is basically what I am referring to. Same concept here. When I go on the hourly scale, it's the same thing, just in a bigger time frame. You guys see we have a starting range from here. We got another range from here, another range from here, another range from here, another range from here. So what I'm getting at is, yes, you can draw your fibs from here to here as well, from here to here as well, from here. And you can't draw your fibs from this big point to down here until we break out of these highs. So basically just literally broke down how to draw your fibs and how to find a range. Because once you guys find that range, it's over with. For those that understand structure and price action, it's over with once you find the range. You know what's crazy, Gym Time? I don't trade like that. Believe it or not, I really do not trade. Like if I'm on a 4-hour time frame and I see like this big resistance or support level, honestly, I do not trade like that. I know it might be like very unusual. What I only do on a 4-hour and a daily is just to see my direction. I do, however, look for like the liquidity, but I don't honestly look for supply or demand levels or daily highs, daily lows. I swear, I'm sorry guys, I might be throwing so many of you guys so off right now, but I don't. And I'm gonna tell you why. As a scalper, when I tend to do stuff like that, like let's say this was my support level, it scares me on a lower scale because I'm like on a 5-minute now and I'm like, it hit my daily, it hit my 4-hour structure. All right, once it breaks this internal high, I'm gonna buy it. So something like this, I would have brought it earlier in my career because this is how I used to look at it. I would have brought it right here because I'm like 4-hour structure, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, what I really see it and how I see it now is that on a 4-hour, we got a strong move going down. So what I'm basically getting at is I am training my mind off of the reactions that I'm actually seeing. Back then, I was training my mind off of what I think could happen. Difference, big difference. I have this quote, trade what you see, not what you think. So what I am seeing on the 4-hour is just going down. But back then, I would have been like, well, yeah, we got a strong support level here because of these lows here. So when I go on a 5-minute, you know, I'm a buy it because now we're in a major support and we broke this internal. Actually, before I had a rule where I would never sell or buy in major support, and that was because of this. This had always happened to me. So I had made it a rule where, you know, I'm gonna just stop buying in major support levels or major resistance levels because it always still never goes in my favor. That used to be my rule until I discovered that now I intentionally trade off what I literally see. Even though sometimes it would throw me off, I'm like, but it's going down, I guess let me just sell it. And boom, I'm selling it. And that's why I sold US30. So that being said, I don't know if that throws a lot of you guys off, but that's literally how I look at the market. Completely different from a lot of traders now, but I'm telling you guys, I used to trade like that. So I'm just not like me just talking. I used to trade like that, and I realized that if I can just really program myself to start looking at what market is actually giving me, instead of me trying to always assume that this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, just fucking trade off of what is going on. You'll be 20 times more profitable. 20 times more profitable. What's going on, Sway? Welcome back. That was fire breakdown for sure. I really appreciate that. If you guys like these breakdowns that I'm doing, keep liking the video. Like I say all the time, the more likes I get, the more motivated I get to talk about stuff I shouldn't even be talking about, but I still do because that's just genuinely how I am as a person. When I get to talking, I'll get to talking. But them likes gotta go up. That just shows that you guys truly appreciate it, and that just shows you guys really like what I do and really like how I teach and really like how I go live. But obviously, without that, it's pointless. So let's get these likes up. Let's get 100 likes, y'all. Let's get 100 likes. Let's get 100 likes. So I'm slowly saying that because that definitely helped me. That's why I rock with you. Oh, that's dope. That trading strategy is for 1 or 2, right? That trading stats is for 1 or 2, right? Yeah. Detroit, that's where I'm from. Detroit. 5 minutes from the setup, 1 minute on entry. Ladies and gents, I pay good money to hear these facts he's teaching. Top man, E. Appreciate that. Time zones you're in. I am in Central Time right now. Watch my last 2-3 videos, guys. On my last 2-3 videos, either my live, not even really my live, but my last videos, I kind of break more down, break things more into detail. Are you living in Lansing? Nice. So that news had happened, but ain't much happened. So if you guys had move stop loss to break even on US oil, it probably definitely just hit your break even mark. So could we get another setup, another entry? We do have news, I think in like 20 minutes, right? Let me see. Let me see. 20 minutes. I was on point with that. Yes, we got oil news in 20 more minutes. I feel like that is actually going to push the market. Now, if you're asking me, what do I believe it's going to do? And once again, we're going to go off what I think, then what I see. So what I see right now on oil is, if I can go back to my screens, make sure we're here. What I see right now on oil is we did hit this high, which confirmed that we are going to be doing a bigger consolidation. So this consolidation could be 1 or 2 things. It can start this whole liquidity phase, which I talk about a lot, where it gives us equal highs and equal lows in the same area, which can result to it going up and down at the same time, where it gets the sellers and the buyers and so forth. So right now, that being said, it's kind of hard for me to really predict on exactly what oil wants to do, because I do feel like up until 20 minutes from now, maybe we could start seeing movement, but even that movement still might be in that consolidation. So right now, We consolidate. This is why I always like to take. This is why I always try to take my TP to that most recent high, because you will never know if banks' algorithms want to create liquidity or take liquidity. Create liquidity is known as support and resistance, as any trader here should know that already. If not, it's cool. But they will either make liquidity, which creates support and or resistance, or they will take liquidity, which will be known in your eyes maybe like a stop punt, a liquidity grab, a liquidity sweep, or just it breaking structure. And the only things that literally happens every second of the day with market reaction. It's going to take it or break it. And we would never know 100%. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. And the safest thing I can say is I always like to try to make sure my TP1 is a 1-to-1 from my entry, but it has to be at that high. So what I like to do is, this is why I always say, guys, I like to wait on market to come more to my extreme, because once it comes more to your extreme, it's a 90% chance that it will go in your favor. And you will have a better high win rate. Not high win rate, but risk to reward would be a lot better, because obviously it's at its lowest point of the range, which once again we just talked about how to spot a range. Right here, this is our range. This is where I draw my fibs from. So that being said, if we see that our entry is down here, but then my TP1 is there, oh, that's a perfect trade. I'm in there. I love those trades. Now it gets a little skeptical when we, especially gold does this a lot. I've been seeing a lot of you guys sending me gold markups a lot, and I see a lot of you guys always asking me, hey, why did this trade didn't play out? Well, I noticed a lot of you guys enter off of like a midpoint, not even a midpoint, but there'll be a trade right here, and then your TP is right here. At least your TP should be here, because you will never know if it wants to make liquidity or take liquidity. Make liquidity is known as support and resistance, supply demand. Take liquidity can be seen as liquidity sweep, liquidity grabs, or break a structure, or a change of character, however you guys want to call it. That's all it's going to do. So in my eyes, if you're taking an entry here and you got all candles, all confirmations to buy it, you best believe you got a 60% chance of that trade going basically with you. So that 40%, yeah, 100% it can go left, or sorry, 40% it can go left. But you got a higher chance of it going left when it comes to the midpoint, and your higher win rate might not be the best. So that's literally the key to finding my TPs. That's the key to finding my TPs. Guys, let's get the likes up. I need everybody here to go ahead and get the likes up. Let's get these likes up. Fortunately, I can't be on here all for the whole span of like two hours or so, because I got things I gotta do. You said, how many hours per day you work? Do you work on other things besides trading and streaming? Yes, I have a few other businesses I do operate in, so it's not just this. I am not in oil. We actually got out of oil. TP1 smash on oil. That's really all we got on oil. Waiting on TP. Not waiting on TP2. It fortunately came back to break even on the TP2 mark. I feel like we might be, I don't know if we want to create a liquidity pool, but like I said, I don't like to play that game of guessing. I just like to see whatever market tells me I'm in. Guys, so this range is still not done. It looks like 30 just might be taking the lows out without us getting another entry. It is what it is. We can't win everything, and we can't have the fear of missing out of a trade. Guys, if you have not already joined our Discord channel, I do recommend you guys tap into that. We have a lot of great educational traders that calls out signals all the time, right? Of course, you got me, Fabian, but they will also help out and do a lot for the community as well. So make sure you check that out. That is pinned in the, not pinned, but that is in the chat. If you're on the phone, it should be down below, sideways, depending on where you're at. I got one more thing I want to say. For those that trades like this, because this is what I used to do, where I'm on a 5 minute, right, and I see this beautiful engulfing candle. What I usually do is back in the day, I will always go on a smaller scale, and then I'll go like on 1 minute, and I'll see that it's strong. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna just buy it. You know, I always say if you mark up your time frame, or if you do a majority of marking up on a 5 minute or whatever, stay on that time frame and actually look for the entry and wait on the closure of the candle. Because there's been a lot of opportunities, a lot of chance, or a lot of times where market will show you a strong move, and then 30 seconds it's this way, and it looks like that. So even on a 1 minute, now that I used to do this, it's kind of crazy, is that I don't never like to buy price when it's already in a trend. I like to get it at the right time, where it's like at that pullback, and it will be the same thing on a 1 minute. Like, I still need that pullback to happen. So I used to always be a picket pocket trader, meaning like I used to always go on a smaller scale sometimes to just really get a tight entry. I just found like I don't need to do all that. 5 minutes is cool for me for oil, and 30. So like I said, guys, I do have to end this short. Like I said, my son, he is graduating. They are doing like this little parade today. This is his last week, Friday. So, you know, I'm gonna be going to that. So I do have to sign out early today. But that being said, guys, I will be in tomorrow for sure. And guys, make sure you join our Discord if you haven't, and get that 20% off on Funder Pro as well. Use my code SOLO20. Other than that, y'all, I'm gonna see everybody tomorrow. Y'all take care. Let's stay profitable. Everybody take care. Tap in tomorrow.